Located in north of Eurasia, Russia is the country with the largest area on the planet and is among the most populous. The country is among the 10 countries most visited by tourists in the world. The cultural diversity in the country is due to its ethnic diversity that is around 160 ethnic groups. One of the main exponents of Russian music is Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, or simply Tchaikovsky, as we know him, appreciated worldwide for its brilliant and energetic pieces of music. It is from the land of Tchaikovsky that our interviewee Viktor Gashnikov, 31, comes. Viktor is born in the city of Makhachkala in the southern region of the country and currently lives in Moscow. The artist tells us that he has always been interested in music, and since 1998 he started to research more about the subject in order to listen to new artists and bands. His parents have always helped him, especially his mother, to whom the artist is very grateful. They also bought his first instrument. "I've always written songs for my mother to thank her for her infinite support," he says. One of these compositions is the song "The Only One." The main instrument of the artist is the piano, and has recently begun to learn drums to improve his performance on the piano. Viktor began to study piano between the 17 and 18 years. The classes were in his house with a particular teacher, Mrs. Nadezhda. "I'm very grateful for the patience she had, because I was not a perfect student from time to time," he says. The artist used the great collection of CDs of his father to know new works. "I picked up a CD without knowing anything about the artist or the band and listened to it. Among them I met Michael Jackson, Sada, The Police, Led Zeppelin, and Deep Purple," he describes. According to the artist, the list of artists who inspire him is endless. There are many wonderful artists and bands, he emphasizes. According to Viktor, his inspiration for composing comes from all the parts and all things, for instance, books, films, and music. Its composition process is variable. "Sometimes the melodies come when I'm practicing, sometimes I get an idea before I start writing something," he says. Asked about his favorite creations, the artist argues that it is a difficult question for him. "Each of my compositions means something to me, there is always a story behind it, I would not be able to choose one," he ponders. After playing in several bands, in 2010 the artist started his solo career. In 2012 Viktor released the Piano Thing EP, which is now also available on CD, containing the songs Sad Happiness, Chasing the Shadows, Persona, and Thought of You. His career is totally independent. All compositions are made by him and recorded at his own studio in the city of Moscow. Their influences range from Red Hot Chili Peppers to the White Stripes, Muse and Keith Mina Caputo. His style can be described by a genuine rocker playing piano, classical harmonies, and melodies softly played by rock, and giving it a special flavor to his compositions. His latest creation is the play No False Hope. Sometimes ideas for compositions come by themselves, all you have to do is write it down before you does not forget it. "It's the longest piece I've written to date," he says. Viktor adds that saying that music is a big part of his life would be too simplistic. Music is the way to express emotions and feelings that words cannot describe, is a universal language. You do not need to know English, Portuguese or Russian to understand it, he points out. To know more about Viktor Gashnikov's work, visit Viktor Gashnikov official website, YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram. By Zel Florizel. You can find more indie artists' histories on zelflorizel.blogspot.com.